Have you ever wondered whether one of the biggest dangers facing people over 65 in a health condition, a financial setback, or even loneliness but a fake person hiding in plain sight? Most seniors believe that age brings clarity, that after decades of life experience, it's easier to recognize who is genuine and who is not. But what if that belief is exactly what makes so many people vulnerable? What if the people most likely to deceive you are not strangers at all? What if they're the people you trust? The mystery becomes even more troubling when we look at the evidence. Researchers studying aging, social relationships, and emotional well-being have discovered something surprising. As people grow older, they often become more selective about relationships. That sounds like a benefit, but there is a hidden downside. When social circles become smaller, each relationship carries more influence. And when a fake person enters that smaller circle, the impact can be far greater than most people realize. Stay with me, because one of the 10 signs we'll discuss today is often mistaken for kindness. And that's exactly why, though many people miss it. To understand how this happens, we need to go back decades. The story begins in early adulthood. When we're young, we often judge people by what they say, their promises, their confidence. Their charm, their appearance. At first, this approach seems reasonable. Most people mean what they say. Most people try to be honest. Most people are genuine. But not everyone. Psychologists have long observed that some individuals become highly skilled at presenting an image that does not match reality. The difference between appearance and character may remain hidden for years, and that's where the first sign begins. A fake person changes personalities depending on the audience. With one group, they're humble. With another, they're arrogant. With one friend, they're supportive. With another, they're critical. At first, these shifts seem small, then the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. Now let's move into middle age. The 40s often bring increased responsibilities, stress, and competing priorities. American health surveys consistently show that stress-related concerns become more common during these years. When people are overwhelmed, they often pay less attention to relationship patterns. And fake individuals thrive when scrutiny decreases. That's where the second sign appears. They say one thing and do another. Their promises sound impressive. Their actions tell a different story. Researchers who study trust repeatedly find that consistency is one of the strongest predictors of healthy relationships. Without consistency, trust slowly erodes. Without trust, confusion grows. And confusion is often where manipulation begins. The third sign is subtle. They constantly seek approval. Not healthy appreciation. Constant approval. Every conversation somehow returns to them. Every achievement must be recognized. Every interaction becomes a performance. At first, it appears confident. Over time, it feels exhausting. The fourth sign is even more revealing. They disappear when support is needed. During good times, they are present. During celebrations, they are engaged. But when hardship arrives, they become difficult to find. Real relationships are tested during challenges. Fake relationships often vanish. And now we arrive at a major shift. The years after 70, the stage many people underestimate. Researchers studying aging populations consistently find that social connection remains one of the most important factors influencing quality of life. At the same time, retirement, relocation, illness, and loss often reduce the size of social networks. This creates a powerful reality. Every relationship matters more. And that's exactly why fake people become increasingly dangerous. The fifth sign is gossip. A fake person frequently shares information that was never theirs to share. They reveal secrets, spread rumors. Discuss private matters. At first, it feels harmless. Then you realize something important. If they gossip about others to you, they may gossip about you too. Others. The sixth sign is jealousy disguised as concern. This one is particularly deceptive. You share good news, they immediately point out risks. You celebrate success, they focus on potential problems. You express excitement. They introduce doubt. Their words sound helpful, but their intention often reveals something else. Now, the tension builds because the consequences are beginning to appear. The seventh sign is chronic dishonesty, not always dramatic lies. Small lies, convenient lies, unnecessary lies, the type of dishonesty that slowly undermines credibility. Once trust breaks, rebuilding it becomes difficult. The eighth sign is emotional manipulation. Guilt becomes a tool, pressure becomes a strategy. Your kindness becomes something they use against you. Many people don't recognize manipulation because it rarely appears all at once. It develops gradually, and that's what makes it effective. The ninth sign is lack of accountability. Every mistake belongs to someone else. Every failure has an excuse. Every conflict has another culprit. Researchers consistently find that accountability is essential for healthy relationships. Without it, growth becomes impossible. Now we arrive at the 10th and most important sign. The mask never comes off completely. No matter how long you know them, something feels inconsistent. Something feels incomplete. The stories don't quite match. The behavior doesn't quite fit. The trust never fully develops. And that lingering discomfort often turns out to be meaningful. This is where the breaking point becomes visible. The fallout begins. Stress increases. Family conflicts emerge. Friendships weaken. Financial decisions become clouded. Emotional exhaustion becomes common. Studies continue finding connections between chronic social stress and negative physical and mental health outcomes among older adults. The effects reach further than many people realize. Naturally, people attempt solutions. Unfortunately, many rely on outdated advice. Just give them another chance. Everybody deserves the benefit of the doubt. You're being too suspicious. Maybe you're overthinking it. These responses often delay recognition rather than solve the problem, because fake behavior rarely improves through wishful thinking. Patterns matter. Consistency matters. Actions matter more than words ever will. And that's the lesson that connects directly to life today. Millions of Americans over 60 are navigating retirement, changing social networks, family dynamics, healthcare concerns, and financial planning. Choosing the right people matters. More than ever, the quality of your relationships influences nearly every part of life, which means recognizing fake people is not simply about avoiding disappointment. It's about protecting your health, peace of mind, and future. So, what can you do today? First, pay attention to patterns instead of isolated moments. Character is revealed through repetition. Second, trust actions more than promises. Consistent behavior is one of the clearest indicators of authenticity. Third, maintain relationships with people who demonstrate honesty, accountability, and support during both good times and difficult times. And here's the warning. Research consistently suggests that chronic exposure to stressful and manipulative relationships can negatively affect emotional well-being and overall health. Ignoring these patterns often carries long-term consequences. Now consider this question. What if the most convincing fake people are not the loudest or most obvious? What if they're the individuals who have spent years perfecting the appearance of authenticity? That possibility may explain why so many intelligent people miss the warning signs until much later. We'll explore that hidden danger in our next video. If you found value in today's lesson, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Every like helps more people discover practical wisdom. Every share may help someone recognize a harmful relationship before it causes damage. And if you want more deep dives into life lessons, healthy aging, relationships, and emotional resilience after 60, make sure you're subscribed so you never miss what's coming next.